ass team.
This motherfucking football team and
Mm-mm-mm.
motherfucking goddamn problems, and they problems become our fucking problems. That's right. No intro, no outro. This team doesn't deserve an intro. As far as
Or
I'm concerned.
outro. Or a
And,
middle tro. Shit.
you know, me and Ern over here just operating like the Raiders offense. You know how that shit
Late,
works.
not on time.
Not able to collaborate, like, and communicate with one another. Sounds just like our offense, right? Especially after this week. What a fucking egg we laid, man.
One positive coming out of it, you know, we did see Dante Thornton have that pass. You know, he hit him in his hands. Probably could have won the game, or at least went up at that point in the game. But a positive that did come out of that is he really felt bad about that, because I was hearing he was like crying, like, you know, uncontrollably in the locker room. Like, you know, so that tells me, it's like, you know, on one hand, people are going to say he was crying and I don't want to hear that shit. But on the other hand, that's passion, bro. That's, you know what I mean? I bet you don't make that mistake again. I bet you that doesn't happen again. I bet you he improves on that, because it really got to him, bothered him. So I like to see that. A little something positive. If you could pull something out of positive out of a 10-7 loss on Sunday Night Football to your rival, a very winnable game.
Very winnable game. Very winnable. Like, they gave us so many opportunities. I was surprised that we even gave, you know, like, we just literally let the shit pass by. Bo Nix didn't look, man, Bo Nix looks like shit this year. He doesn't look anything like what he looked like last year. He gave up a lot of opportunities for our defense to, you know, hey, our defense fucking performed. If anybody performed, it was our defense, because offense didn't fucking show up. Jesus Christ. But I mean,
their teams didn't show up.
We kept up with them, bro. Our defense kept us in this game. And, like, you know, their supposed, you know, AFC West championship run, you know, was almost halted by the Raiders. If our offense would have been on point, we could have easily won this game. You know,
if the offense could have did anything at all, we could have. This game was winnable. I mean, anything at all.
Geno Smith, man, 143 yards, no touchdowns, one pick, sacked 6 times, 16 of 26. I mean, it's really starting to look repetitive for this dude. You know, and I mean, I can't falter everything on him because the line sucks so bad. Hence the 6 sacks for 29 yards. But fuck, man, Derek Carr was getting sacked like that too. But somehow, some way, he would pull some shit out of his ass and let us still be in the game.
You know Derek Carr had decent receivers at most times, bro. Look at the receivers that Geno's working with, bro.
Damn right.
And then when he does throw decent passes, it bounces right off their hands.
Yeah, Tyler Lockett actually finally showed up. He had 5 receptions for 44 yards. No touchdowns, though. Look at that big-ass goose egg. 19 was his long, 6 targets. Brock Bowers, and what did we talk about last week, Ern? Shut down Brock Bowers, you figure out what the fuck we're doing, and we lose the game. That's exactly what the fuck happened. Brock Bowers got shut down. He had 1 reception, 3 targets, 31 yards.
It's football 101. It's football 101. You take away the other team, you take away the opposing team's best weapon, and it multiplies your chances to win exponentially.
Yeah, you forced them to have to go somewhere else, which is exactly what they forced us to do, because they weren't going to let Brock Bowers have a fucking heyday like he did against Jacksonville. There's just no way they were going to let that happen. And like we said before, good teams are going to fucking watch tape and see that shit right off the bat. If us fans can see it, you already know the professionals who get paid to do this see it. So it's another thing right here. Dante Thornton Jr. What the fuck is wrong with this guy, dude?
He's a rookie.
This guy kills me, though. Week in and week out, I watch this dude drop passes that I could make catches. And
Bro,
that's
if he
saying
actually
something.
comes around, and starts catching passes, bro, that guy's gonna be deadly.
He's real fast. He's got hands of stone. Al Davis would absolutely have loved that pick because that was what he was known for, was taking track stars and turning them into football wide receivers and corners.
James Jett, Raheem
Yep.
Ismail,
Yep. Mervin Fernandez. Yep. I mean, shit. Jacoby Ford.
Shit.
But Jacoby Ford had hands, though. You know what I mean? That was
Right.
different, though. Jacoby had fucking hands. He
He can make
had
plays.
hands of gold, dude. Like, that dude could catch anything. I really miss having a wide receiver like that because Tyler Lockett really isn't it. Our wide receiver core sucks. They're not very good.
I mean, you can clearly see just from the few plays that we've seen of Tyler Lockett on the field, this guy is light years ahead of the rest of the receiving core.
Yes, he is.
Even though he might be washed up, he's light years ahead of everybody else
he
on our team.
Yeah, his route running is more crisp. His hands are definitely more dependable than anybody else on the squad. Dante Thornton Jr., Trey Tucker. These dudes got bricks for hands. You know what I'm saying? Like,
And then Jack Besh, you can't really trust Jack Besh out there because he's out there doing stupid ass shit, holding when he don't even need to be holding, getting big ass plays called back. So it's like, bro, it's one thing to be dropping passes or not even getting targeted, but you out there costing the team on running plays, bro. You're a receiver.
I mean, what's crazy is that the time of possession was basically even. The game really, we started off hot, and then after that first drive, after Genty scored that touchdown, it was all downhill from there. I literally left at halftime. I was hanging out with the Fort Hood chapter up at Tanks. Literally left at halftime. It was 7-7. We didn't score another fucking point after I left. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? And then
On many opportunities too.
I mean, we had many opportunities to win. We also had many opportunities to blow it. You know what I mean? We had a lot of things get stacked up against us. And what I mean by that is we all know the glaring elephant in the room. We already know that the Raiders don't have an offensive line to speak of. We know that. But then we lost a fucking huge key piece. A huge key piece to that already struggling offensive line. And it happened.
How long is he
in the
out?
first half.
How long is he gone?
What sucks is I don't even know how long he's gone for.
Because we do have a long week. We play our next game is Monday night against the Cowboys, bro.
Right. And we don't have this dude. Now, Raiders Resistance posted up before the game ever even started that this dude would not see any playing time in this game due to an ankle injury, but he was there. And he fucking played all the way up until he fucked that ankle up real damn good and they carted him off the field. And when he left the field, it was a complete different story out there. You could just see it. Like, everything broke down. Our running backs forgot how to block. Our offensive line was definitely struggling without JPJ out there. We didn't make any adjustments. I mean, what adjustments we did make obviously didn't work because we gave up so many sacks. Gino was on his back and running for his life all game.
You know, when I see we give up a bunch of sacks, we have problems with throwing interceptions. A lot of these are fucking scheme issues. Where does scheme come from? Your offensive coordinator. But he's just going to keep on doing the same thing over and over and over and over. Like, you know, what's the definition of insanity? It's doing the same thing repeating the same action and expecting a different result, right?
Right.
So it's safe to say that Chip Kelly's fucking insane, bro.
I think so. I think Chip Kelly is definitely insane. I think what's also more insane is that Pete Carroll even keeps him around. For one, the offensive line coach, which is Pete's son, something needs to be done about that. The offensive coordinator, the play calling. I mean, dude, we're running a quarterback sneak on 3rd and 2 with one of the worst offensive lines in the NFL.
God. I forgot about that.
Man, it's real hard to forget about stupid shit that we do when it's the most glaring fact of the missed opportunities that we had. You know, it just
a quarterback sneak from 2 yards out, bro, with a bottom 5 center.
A bottom 5 center, and I mean, let's not even get into how bad our guards and tackles are. We've got second string tackles literally in the game. You know, and now we've got second string guards in the game outside of Dylan Parham, who is a starter in the NFL for us, but I don't think he would start anywhere else.
Stone Forsythe, bro, he wasn't even on the team. He was a free agent, meaning none of the other teams were interested in him. He was just sitting there at home chilling, playing Madden.
That was it. We brought that dude off the couch to come in and take the spot of Colton Miller. Our offensive line is really hurting, but not only is our offensive line hurting, but with the absence now of Jacoby Myers going to the Jaguars, we don't really have any reliable wide receivers to get the ball to. So now we're taking weapons away from Geno Smith to be able to get him out of trouble. You know what I'm saying? I think getting rid of Jacoby Myers, you know, as good as it may be, but what was our answer for him? An aging Tyler Lockett? We needed more than just that. We needed more production out of our rookie wide receivers that we picked up this year. We needed more production out of Dante Thornton. Definitely more production out of Jack Bitch Betch, who hasn't done shit. He's done nothing.
I don't understand what the plan was going into the season, yo. With this offensive line, these corners, and these receivers, what were we thinking about? We thought that Michael Mayer and Brock Bowers are going to make it through the whole season healthy. We were going to run the New England offense or something. We were going to run the 2 tight end set and just like have a receiver as a decoy. I mean, what were we thinking? And if that's what we were thinking, then bro, we seriously need to rethink what the hell we be thinking as an organization.
For real, no wonder why Jacoby Myers wanted the fuck out of here if that's exactly what they were thinking. He's probably sitting there thinking to himself, bro, I am not a decoy. I didn't have a single drop last season. How am I the decoy?
You ain't had a drop in like 3 years.
Right, bro. So, I mean, like, he was our only upside when it came to the wide receiver core after Devontae left. So now we've watched Devontae leave. I see us pick up Tyler Lockett. This kind of reminds me of when we picked up Deshaun Jackson. Nice guy to have, you know what I mean? But you know he's only here for a short period of time. He's not going to be here for very long.
He's here to fill a role just to get us to next year.
Yeah, exactly. He's here to fill
where we can spend more draft picks. Where we can spend more draft picks on players that ain't even going to fucking make it to the field.
Which we do have quite a few more draft picks this coming season, which is a good thing. But do you guys really have any faith in this team doing anything with those draft picks?
I answered that question before you finish it. No.
So even with a stellar defensive scheme called by good old PG there.
The guy that everybody wants to get rid of, you idiots.
Right. The dude who really honestly should be the head coach of this football team.
Yeah.
But week in and week out, he has had this defense prepared, and he had them prepared for these Broncos. Just to watch this offense and this special teams give this game away once more. I don't know,
bro. If we get rid of Chip Kelly, bro, who do we promote to offensive coordinator? Do we even have anybody that's fucking promotable that can run an offense?
No. And the reason why I say that is because I think the only one that we probably have that would even be considered would be Greg Olson. And I do not want to turn. I do not want to.
It's the same thing.
Exactly. I don't want to turn back to that era. when that dude was
And
our
that's
offensive
usually
coordinator.
who they promote as the fucking quarterbacks coach, and that's what Greg Olson is. That's usually who they promote to offensive coordinator when they get fired midseason.
And with the performance of Geno Smith, do we really want to promote a Greg Olson who has been pretty much in charge of the quarterback room all year?
Honestly, you know what? If on a 1 to 100 grade, I'm giving Chip Kelly like a low teens, 11, 12. But I mean, Greg Olson would probably get a 45 to a 55. So I mean, shit, fuck it. If we got to go Greg Olson, I think it's an upgrade from Chip Kelly. And Greg Olson at least seems like a personable type of person that'll work with, like a quarterback and let a quarterback have input on his offense. Chip Kelly doesn't come off to me as that guy. He comes off in the Josh McDaniels mode where it's my way or get the fuck out of the way.
Well, I can tell you this. I'm gonna go back on my decision on that because I know at least what Greg Olson provides would be a couple touchdowns. You know,
Right.
We don't know what we're getting out of Chip Kelly except for very low scoring games. All right, he's the highest paid offensive coordinator ever in the NFL. Those are historic numbers, and the dude is definitely not fulfilling his role as what he promised to do for this team when he came in here. So we are
Hold on. Critique. Let me pull up this comment real quick before we do Walk the Plank.
All right.
So, however, we always got rid of them. I'm assuming he's talking about offensive coordinators and head coaches after the first year and a half. That's why we stuck rebuilding almost every year. This is true, but in this situation in particular, I just feel like the Chip Kelly thing is going nowhere. Why invest time in something we absolutely feel is going absolutely nowhere when we could just cut our losses now and get somebody who we actually feel could get something done? That's just my theory, but I know there's multiple theories and multiple opinions about that.
I know with me, I would be more apt to go after a player's coach than somebody who's more about the X's and O's. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're supposed to know the X's and O's anyway coming in as a coach, but somebody who is more impressionable toward the players, a guy that the players can actually rally around, a dude like a Rich Bisaccia, you know what I mean? He had that energy that everybody wanted to rally around him to win and do whatever the fuck it took to do that. I don't think Chip Kelly is that guy. I don't think he motivates anyone.
I think he does the opposite of motivate people. I think he makes it miserable to come to work.
Right. And I mean, you can't have that negativity in the damn building. You can't have that Josh McDaniels type of attitude. It's just, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. The only person who could get away with that shit was Al. And that's because Al was Al. And there'll never be another Al.
Because Al was still a player's owner at the same time. Where he looking out for the team and the players. He wanted his guys to be happy.
A lot of people don't fucking realize that Al Davis used to play. He was offensive line for the Raiders. So, you know what I mean? Al Davis did fucking play. There's no joke about that shit. He was also a player. Not only was he an owner, but he was a player. He was a coach. He was everything through the organization of what you could. Anything football was Al Davis. You know what I'm saying?
You could go to Al Davis about anything because he done had your job at one time or another.
One time or another he had, yeah. Precisely. So we're going to go back into our favorite segment of Walk the Plank. And this segment here is basically our opinion on who needs to get the fuck out of here and fast. Now, it could be a player. It could be a coach. Hell, it could possibly even be a fan. Just all depends on what's said and what has transpired through this point in time. And what are we in? Week 10? Is this week 10 already, or is this week 9? What week is this?
We're 7-2 with the bye.
So 2-7. 2-7. So it's week. So we're coming on week 9.
I'm tripping.
Yeah, 2-7. I wish we were 7-2. That'd have been
with
great.
a bye, so it'd be week 10.
Yeah, so it's week 10. And this is your Walk the Plank episode for week 10. Now, I'm sure that we have a lot of different feelings about it. Ern, who would you have walk the plank this week for this embarrassing loss to the Denver Donkeys, our division rival?
I got a player group and a coach. The player group is the offensive line, bro, because it's just I don't see anything salvageable with this offensive line across the board, from Stone Forsythe to fucking DJ Glaze and everything in between. I don't see anybody that's salvageable. The whole damn offensive line just needs to be wiped and just a whole new one drafted and let them gel. If I'm tripping, point it out. But I don't see anything on that offensive line that we can work with. Like, not a one of them. Like, not a one of them that we saw last night or 2 nights ago anyway. I don't. All across the board. The only two that are salvageable is JPJ and Colton Miller. And Colton Miller's hurt most of the time, and JPJ is looking like he's going to be that way too. So it's like, just get rid of all of them. Just get rid of all of them. Get some trade back for JPJ. I know a lot of people love JPJ. But, bro, if he's going to be hurt all the time like Colton Miller, just cut him now and get what we can, bro. I'm not cut him, but trade him now and get what we can. I understand the trade line just passed. We got to wait till the offseason. But, I think Pete's son got to go as well. But what father is going to dip on his son? That's facts. That's facts.
We talked about that, too. There is no way, even if
that's
it was
facts.
like my kid, bro, I'm not going to fucking sell him out.
And then my coach that has to go it's got to be Chip Kelly, bro. It's got to be Chip Kelly. I mean, that's no secret. Every week I come on here talking about how much I hate Chip Kelly. Like every week, walk the plank, Chip Kelly. Walk the plank, Chip Kelly. Somebody gonna have to put a stipulation in the walk the plank. If you guys don't want to hear me say the same thing over and then say Ern can't say Chip Kelly, and I have to come with someone else. But until then, it's gonna be Chip Kelly every week, every day, every minute, every second, every hour. You know what I'm saying? I can't stand this dude. I can't stand the sound of his name. I don't even eat chips and salsa no more because I hate Chip Kelly so damn much.
Well, I have a difference of opinion. Just a little one, though. I do side with you definitely about the offensive line. They definitely all should walk the plank, but I've bitched about the offensive line every fucking week we've done a show. And it's always a Jordan Meredith or a Dylan Parham type of individual who's always making this segment. But I've got a different one this week. And the reason why I've got this different one this week is because this dude has been a consistent piece since John Gruden brought him in after he was exiled from Minnesota. And he has been playing gold for us ever since. But the special teams has been an absolute nightmare. We have given up so many turnovers when it comes, and so many blocked kicks just this season, that it has made our special teams look like an absolute joke. And our special teams has looked so damn bad.
They look special,
so damn bad that it's affecting our good players. We're having our Pro Bowl punter getting punts blocked. We're having Daniel Carlson get field goals blocked. And then when he's not getting his field goals blocked, he's missing these fucking chip shots. He's missing from, the 32, the 33-yard line. So my pick is Daniel Carlson. He made it on here a few times last year too. But I am growing very tired, and my patience is wearing very thin with this dude who was given an opportunity, who took everything with that opportunity, but then once he got his payday, has ended up reverting back to his Minnesota Viking self, missing chip shots. That game was winnable. And if Daniel Carlson would have did his job, we probably would have won that game. Offense did not have to be great because our defense played great. But our special teams played like shit. We had another punt blocked. And then Daniel Carlson out here missing extra points. You know what I mean? Missing field goals at the end of the game. You know what I mean? Like, dude, come on, man. Like, you're paid to do one fucking job. You kick the ball, bro. Throw the fucking uprights, hopefully. But that's what you're supposed to do. That's what you're paid to do. That's what they gave you those multi-million dollars for. So that's why you are my candidate for walk the plank. But the Raiders also made another motherfucker walk the plank who actually fucking deserved to walk the plank, and that was Tom McMahon.
Bro, he deserved to walk the plank and then throw him a rope and pull him back up and then make him walk the plank again.
Yeah, the second time strapping the safe to his ass to make it sink all the way down to the bottom, so he definitely doesn't
For
rise
real.
up to the top. This dude has been absolute trash. Our special teams has not been the fucking same since this
They've been
dude took
special.
over. Now, you remember, in the last 3 coaches, our special teams has not looked this bad. All right? Even with Josh McDumdum, AP, and Pete Carroll, this is definitely the worst special teams we have had. By far.
I've never seen it this bad.
Like, we have figured out every single solitary way to lose a game. And our special teams is like, yo, hold my beer. Let me show you another way to lose this game.
Even when we've been bad, bro, through the bad years, Raiders have always had good special teams, bro. Yeah. As long as I can remember, from Ray Guy to Jeff Gossett to fucking all the punters. Yeah, God damn it, Shane Leckler, Marquette King. We've always had good punters and good kickers, as far back as I can remember.
And when
there's never been an issue,
like Johnny Townsend, we sent them packing. You know what I mean? Like our special teams doesn't look disciplined. You remember when we had Dwayne Harris, and Dwayne Harris turned that fucking punt all the way back from the back of the end zone after it bounced and nobody reacted to it, but he jumped right on that shit, swung around the side and up the field. You know that wasn't that Dwayne Harris who did that?
I think so.
Dude, that's when we had some of the best special teams discipline in the NFL. And we have gotten so far away from that after replacing coach after coach after coach after coach. It's shit like this that makes me wish we would have kept Rich, because Rich would have had somebody in there to do his job better than he would have. He should have been.
Special teams would definitely not be an issue with Bisaccia for sure.
It would definitely not have been a problem. Even with him as the head coach, it would have never been a problem. Oh boy.
I don't even know what to say about this team anymore. It's beyond just this team doesn't even hardly even get words from me anymore. It just gets an expression. I just shake my head like, man, again. But at this point, you know what? If the season ended today, we'd have the number 6 pick in the draft. I was looking at the rest of the schedule. We only have one game that seems like it's winnable, and that's against the Giants. And the Giants damn near gave the Bears the business today. They barely lost that game. So it's like, I think that we can go ahead and lose the rest of these games, not even have to tank. Like, we can legitimately lose these games, like even trying. You know what I mean?
We're not even going to have to try to lose.
Don't even got to tank.
No, we're not going to have to try to lose. We play terrible football. I still stand by what I said. If we had to play the Jets, we would lose to the Jets. Hands down.
The Browns, too. We play the Browns. The Browns are going to kick our ass. Watch.
Yeah, the Browns are going to fucking wipe the floor with us, and we're going to be standing there with our hands in our pockets and our eyes to the sky wondering why us again. And it sucks. It sucks. I hate watching this team lose like this. They always put me in a fucking bad mood. I can't.
At this point, I'm okay with it.
It sucks
because I know if we take the losing seasons now and do it right, the key word is do it right, then we can have winning seasons in the future.
Man,
I'm just tired of spinning our wheels and going nowhere.
I'm tired of this team making my fucking goddamn eighth a week go up to a fucking half ounce a week because I can't deal with their bullshit. It fucking costing me money. You know what I mean?
I got half ounce in 2 days.
Shit, see, I'm not trying to smoke like that, but they've got me to the point to where I'm going through a half a week, and that's fucking obviously too goddamn much for me.
Right.
It's just bullshit, though. Like, it's the only way I can cope. I don't drink because I at least want to have my senses about me when I'm talking.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I can do that with bud. I can't do that when I drink.
Yeah.
You know, because hell, when the fucking sky is falling, the sky is falling, and when you're drunk, hell, that's the lowest you're gonna be, bro. Like,
I mean, shit, with these Raiders, bro, the weed's not even working. I'm gonna start smoking crack pretty soon.
hey, you heard it here first. The goddamn Raiders were so bad that it drove Ern to smoke crack.
Hey, it's a joke. I ain't actually gonna smoke crack, y'all. So don't be clipping this shit trying to be like Ern's a crackhead now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Ern no crackhead. I'll tell you what though, if something fucking don't go right, you're gonna start seeing a lot of fucking Raider fans start acting outside of character.
Right.
You know, and it's just that's the sad part about it. I don't want to be a part of the just win maybe crowd. I would like to see some wins.
We already are.
But I know
we already are.
We're right back. Shit, when I started doing this podcast, man, we were sad. We were sorry as fuck. You know what I mean? It's just funny as hell how it all comes back. Full circle. You know what I'm saying? Like, is this the best that I'm ever going to get to see this team was back in the 2016 era? I don't want to fucking think that.
The 2016 era is better than what we got going on right now.
Damn right it is. And I wish we could have kept that going. That felt fucking great to fucking finally be able to taste what it was like to be winning. Unlike what it was back in 07 and 06 and 05, when everything fell apart after the fucking 2002 Super Bowl team. So,
and what's crazy is they was telling us, like the commenters on the fucking show on the games was telling us in those years, they was like, the Raiders, they really have an older team now. They can have a lot of players start retiring soon. They're gonna have to start rebuilding. We had no idea what was ahead for us.
Nope.
And we've been in a rebuild for 20 years now.
Well, some of us old cats did. Some of the old cats did. Your Captain Jacks, they knew what the fuck was in store, but they was still coming off the high of fucking winning back in '83. It took them 20 years to fucking go back to the Super Bowl from '83. Think about it. '83 to 03 is 20 years.
And now we're past 2023, so we're past another 20. We're overdue.
We're overdue. And the thing is that the difference is we've got the Tommy Boy of NFL owners out here trying to play owner of an NFL football team. The dude shouldn't be anywhere near a fucking football team.
Hey, Critique, let me ask you a question. Because, I'm not so down on Mark Davis like everybody else is. I'm not like, woo, we have Mark Davis our owner. I'm happy about that. But I'm like, what would you guys want Mark Davis to do differently?
I think that he's out war is welcome. I think everything that he tried failed. There's nothing he can do. I think the writing's on the wall. I mean, you really want to know exactly how I feel about it? I think the writing's been on the wall. They've just been waiting for Carol Davis to die. And now that she's gone, I would expect to not see, to watch Mark pretty much sell the team away. I think it's going to happen.
Why? What? Based on what?
Well, for one, okay, Mark knows he's in over his head. Let's be real about that. And what he did with this team is something that his dad always probably aspired to do, which was, for one, get him a brand new stadium and make it a multi-billion-dollar franchise, which is what he did. He turned the Raiders into an asset to where they're sellable now. Okay? I've always considered Mark a corporate shill. I've never thought that he actually ever exuberated what it is to bear this shield. I mean, let's be real about it. He was never really around the team. He was never really around his dad. You know what I'm saying?
What?
We hardly ever saw Mark, bro. And anytime,
bro, Mark did be best friends with the players and shit. He used to hang out with them
behind the scenes. But damn, he wasn't making any football decisions. And why was that? Why was that? Jimmy over here helping Jerry in Dallas World making bad decisions. You know what I mean? Al didn't give him no opportunity to go over there and do that with Mark, bro.
Al Davis is more of an alpha male than Jerry was, though. Al Davis is like, my way or the highway, get the fuck out of the way. And Al Davis, like, he didn't really like he was, football was his life, and his family was second to him. You know what I'm saying? Where most people, their family come first before everything. With Al Davis, football was first.
Well, yeah, and that's what I'm saying. And, I know that with the Pete Rozelle incidences, they've been wanting, the NFL doesn't want the Davis family owning a football team in the NFL. They've been gunning for them ever since that fucking Rozelle shit. And I don't think they'll ever let that go. You know how fucking petty the NFL can be. They're petty. I mean, guys who put their life on the line for the league. You know what I mean? They don't even recognize anymore. Ask Stu.
Normally I would say that conspiracy stuff with the NFL be hating the Raiders is dead. But bro, there's validity to it when you see what happened with John Gruden. Now I like to be like, nobody did nothing to John Gruden. He did that shit himself. But at the same time, I don't think that shit would have actually been exposed if he was the coach of the Kansas City Chiefs or the Denver Broncos.
Right. He does need to get some guidance, and he needs to get some guys that he can really trust. Problem is, I think he picked the wrong dude in Tom Brady. For one, why would you pick a guy? I mean, yeah, he's got a lot of knowledge about football, but he's got prior interest with Fox Sports. You know what I mean? Like, he's commentating as well. Like, he's got so many business adventures that he's going through. To me, I do think that they are trying to find a way to work him out of the league. And I ain't talking about Tom. I'm talking about Mark. And then have Tom take over. And whoever else they decide to put in that position. Now, look at what they did with Washington. Right? If they don't want you here, trust me, you won't be here. You won't be a part of this league. Especially if you don't play by the rules. All right. Now think about all the bullshit that's going on that surrounds this team and the lore in between the Raiders versus the NFL. You know what I mean? I don't think the NFL is going to ever let that go. I think they're going to go until they win that battle.
Now let me go. Let me take the other position. I don't think the NFL is they got it in for the Raiders at all, bro. The Raiders are making the NFL millions and billions of dollars, man, and they just made a stadium they could be like used for damn near anything. They use it for everything. I don't see it like that. I think Mark Davis made a deal with the NFL for him to get that stadium that he'll whatever the fuck their deal is. You know what I mean? He got some kind of deal where, yeah.
I will do whatever the fuck you tell me to do because I don't want to get jettisoned out of here.
And Mark Davis is not going to sell the team, bro. That's like buying a house in Malibu and selling it 20 years later when you can hold on to it for 80 years and it'll triple its price.
Yeah, but what keeps him here? You know what I mean? He already owns the Aces. He has a fucking professional team. It's just women's basketball.
Bro, the Aces don't make no damn money. What are you talking about?
Not as much as the Raiders.
No, critique. You don't understand. You don't understand. The Aces make $0, bro. They're on welfare from the NBA. The NBA keeps them afloat. They don't make any money. They take losses every year. They're just barely starting to get it to where they're making a couple dollars.
Well, I don't know what the fuck Mark's going to do, but if they ever do decide to turn on him like they did turn on John Gruden, it wouldn't surprise me. You know what I mean? There is no more Carroll, so that means Mark is the only one left. You know what I mean? But if he's going to be their proverbial puppet, then yeah, they'll keep him around.
See, now the way the Raiders, the ownership structure is structured, I think Mark Davis owns about 43%. The Davis family owns about 43 or something like that % of the Raiders, and the rest of it is split up amongst a bunch of minority owners. So the most they can do is make Mark Davis or the Davis family sell their share in the Raiders. so somebody could buy that 43% and then come in as the. That's why Al Davis always had the title. He never really went by his owner. He went by managing general partner. So he's like, I have the biggest majority, but everybody else is still owner. So I'm just the manager of the team, basically.
Well, it's kind of hard to fucking make any goddamn money when you ain't winning no football games. I don't understand that either, man. We should be making the moves to actually be going forward, not backward.
Critique, I think that's part of the plan. I think they came in when Pete Carroll got hired. I think they had a plan that they were going to use this year to let these bad contracts run out and get rid of all these other players. And then next year is when the actual rebuild is going to start. I hope that's what it is, but it's the only thing that makes any sense. Why would they go into this year with a roster the way they did? With the coaching staff the way they did? It's the only thing that makes any sense.
Not only that, but sit there and boast about it. Like they gave us, we're going to be doing a lot of winning this year. We've only won twice. I knew when he said that shit that I was like, this dude's full of shit. You really think you're going to win with this roster? You really think you're going to win with this line?
Stevie Wonder can see that one going to happen. Hell, Ray Charles can see it too. Huh?
Like the best I had us was 10-7. We ain't gonna get anywhere close to that. You know what I'm not even 10-7 was the best that I would have put this team before.
You're gonna be more like
take a snap.
3-14.
Yeah, shit. They're gonna be more like 2-15. I think we're done winning this year. It's going to be all learning curve now. If it was me, I'm putting Kenny Pickett in. I'm going to go ahead and see what I got in all these other players that we picked up. Let them get some playing time because this season's a wash. Mathematically, we are eliminated. There's no way we're coming back at 2-7.
Not with the 3 teams in our division too. On top of that,
nope. So I mean, you can literally go ahead and consider us out. Now we get to play spoiler. If we get to play spoiler, but really what we're actually going to be playing is doormat because we're going to be everybody's fucking doormat from here on out, all the way to the end of the season. That'll probably, and that Cleveland game worries me because watch that be Shedeur Sanders debut. And I expect that dude to fucking throw all over us and make a name for himself. Just like everybody else has against the Raiders. Historically, we always give somebody their big name. And it seems to happen. I'm calling it right now. Shedeur Sanders will be in on the Raider game. He's going to make a name for himself against us.
He should have been a fucking Raider to begin with, man. I was telling everybody we should draft him, man.
We should have.
No, I don't want his dad around. You don't want a Hall of Famer around your team, bro? Yeah. See, this is the stupid shit I hear from Raider Nation. That's why I hate Raider Nation. Or most of Raider Nation. All the dumbass motherfuckers in Raider Nation.
Yeah, to me, I would have loved to have had Dion in there fucking at least putting in his 2 cents. It's a whole hell of a lot better than having a guy like Chip Kelly in there going, well, I ran this in Oregon, so it should work. You know? So, whatever, man. It is what it is. Anyway, let's go ahead and shout out.
I hate Chip Kelly, bro.
I'm going to let you go ahead and shout out the chat, and then we'll go ahead and get on out of here. It's we've been on here 43 minutes bitching about the same shit. Hey, well, this shit doesn't change week to week. We're fucking still on here. Might be a different day, but we're still bitching about the same shit.
All right, so the first person here tonight was all I Scream.
Scream. What's up,
Scream? First one here. What's up with your homie? For sure. We got Robert Pena. What's up with you? How you doing, sir? Glad to see you. Rafa. We already know you was gonna be here, Rafa. And Rafa, Wendy's got a nice new drink. It's a big cup of. You already know. I'm just messing with you. Positive vibes. What's going on? He said, let's get it, man. I don't know what we gonna get, but yeah, let's get it. Positive vibes.
We're gonna try to be as positive as we can.
And look at this shit. So the show is set for 7:30. And right about 8:24, Raider Critique come through talking about I'm here. Bro, you are 54 minutes late, sir.
Yeah, 54 minutes late because I had to tend to a friend who needed a ride home. You know, friends don't let friends drive drunk. So
we don't want to hear no excuses.
But
we don't want to hear no excuses.
We got his ass home. Hey, we're lucky we even got a show. Let's be real about that. Who the fuck wanted to talk about this team this week? Because I know I damn
not
sure
this
did.
guy. And not this guy.
And this is what we do for y'all, Raider Nation. We don't even want to do this. We do this because we know you guys want to hear it. But to us, we just sound like broken records, man. What's good?
That's a damn shame. Week after week, bro. Like for the last 10 weeks in a row, we've been saying the same thing every week. Chip Kelly, offensive line, ain't got no receivers. What is Pete Carroll doing? Week after week. Anyway, on 6, what's going on with you? Like always, for sure. We got Positive Vibes again. We got Robert Pena for sure. We got NB Raider Podcast. What's going on? What it do? Oh, that's Dirty, ain't it?
That's Dirty. Yeah, what's going on,
that's
Dirty?
Dirty. The only reason I knew it was Dirty, I seen the what it do, the way he spelled it. I was like, wait, that's Dirty. Let's see. What's that? Willie Wayne, for sure. That's a familiar name we see all the time. That's the homie.
Willie.
And of course, you know, can't have a show without Nightbot punk ass. Always got something to say.
Right. I need to go ahead and change all that shit. It's been it's been a while since I updated Nightbot. Raider Paul. What's going on, bro?
Raider Paul.
All eyes on G.
All eyes on G. Doo-doo.
Salute to y'all, Apakasi. What's going on, bro?
Afakazi, you already know. That's the homie. He said, who walks the plank? You got that one. Stone Forsyth hasn't been a disaster. He's been okay.
He's done well.
I mean, if he's not getting called for a holding and giving up sacks, then I guess he's okay, but he's not nothing special.
I mean, he's not the greatest, but he's definitely not the worst. What's going on, Chewy?
He could be Dylan Parham, huh?
But yeah, that's everybody in the chat, man. And yeah, we definitely got to stay positive, man. I mean, at least with any type of positivity we can say about this is maybe we draft a quarterback next season and we get a nice, good, high draft pick when it comes to as long as we pick the right quarterback. You know, we lucked out with Derek Carr in the second round. It could still happen, but I do believe that this team could be a lot better with a mobile quarterback. I think we should have a mobile quarterback, honestly, with how bad this line is.
I think we go draft offensive line and then give up a 5th-round pick for Justin Fields. Bring him over here. That's a mobile quarterback that's capable.
I've always liked Justin. I think he does the job. I think that he's got a raw deal with the Jets.
Yeah.
He did well with Pittsburgh. You know what I'm saying? He did very well with Pittsburgh until Russell Wilson came in and fucking pretty much destroyed the whole job for him. I mean, I think there's quarterbacks out there that we could actually grab and bring in here, but I'm sure that Raider Nation, just like you and I, are tired of retreads. We really want to see some fucking buddy new just come in here and take it by storm. And I just don't know.
It's the Raiders, bro. We don't do that as an organization. We don't draft quarterbacks in the first round like that. So we just have to live in
disaster. Yeah, we go through PTSD when it comes to that shit because a lot of us think about that, and the first thing we think of is Jamarcus Russell, Todd Marinovich. You know, for our older cats, in which that was the same thing. Todd Marinovich was supposed to be the shit. He gave up on us after he took us to the playoffs because he had to come in and didn't he come in for Hostetler and win that final game to send us into the playoffs? Todd
I don't even remember.
It was a long time ago, but if I remember right, yeah, that's what it was. Although we lost in the first round.
I don't even think Todd Marinovich didn't play for the Oakland Raiders, did he?
L.A.
I know,
LA
but Hosteller was an Oakland Raider.
was he? Oh yeah,
Yep.
maybe it wasn't Hostetler. Was it Schrader? Who was he
Probably.
backing up back then?
It's probably Schrader or fucking Wilson.
Either way, he was the reason why we went to the damn playoffs, and then he didn't show up.
And that dude, he had a lot of hype behind him coming out of USC, bro. They was talking about like his dad has only given him organic food and this and that since he was a child. He'd been training like a grown man since he was 6. All kind of shit. He was supposed to be the next great quarterback. Came into the NFL
PTSD over shit like that. We definitely got PTSD over shit like that. The whole organization does. But it is what it is.
Anyway,
who's next?
I don't know. I think, just my opinion, one last thing before we get up out of here. My opinion is I think we should get our offensive line before we even think about bringing the quarterback in here. Because it don't matter if you're bringing Patrick Mahomes or Warren Moon or Michael Vick. Behind this offensive line with this offensive coordinator, I don't see very much of a different result.
Where's the fucking schedule at? I'm trying to figure out who in the hell we're supposed to play next week.
Dallas, Monday night.
Oh, Dallas. Great. Well, they have the number 17. 1 offense in the league, by the way.
God.
Their defense really sucks, but their offense is number 1.
They're going to fuck our defense's numbers all up.
Isn't that something, dude? That we all like. Why do we always end up going against the number 1 offense in the league?
Every time, every year.
Every fucking year we draw up the number 1 offense in the league. We're about to show exactly what cornerbacks we don't have.
Well, on the bright side, we'll actually see what this defense is really about. You know what I mean? If the players that shine against this number 1 offense would be the ones that we want to keep going forward.
I hope to God our offense doesn't make Dallas's defense look even like a mere bit of good. Because they have fucking one of the worst offenses, if not the worst offense or the worst defense in the league. Like, everybody down here fucking talking about how fucking great their offense is, but their defense is 32nd. So, like,
but our offense is also 32nd, so that's going to be a nice little boring, horrible matchup.
Great. It's going to be 3-3 by the end of the third quarter, and then somebody's going to score a touchdown or a field goal to win it.
But it's going to be 17-3 at the end of the first quarter.
17-3. You don't think we'll stop them? I think we can stop them.
I don't.
No, you're probably right. We're probably fucked.
So that's the way I go into every game now. I'd be like, I don't think we're gonna do anything, and then if we do anything, then I'm like pleasantly surprised. You know what I mean? But I'm tired of setting my expectations up here, and they come in way down here. You know what I'm saying? So I do it the opposite.
My wife always tells me, man, you're just so negative. You know, you got all this negative energy around you. You keep bringing all this negativity upon you. It's like, well, look, if I'm fucking goddamn, if I expect more than that after fucking when they don't do it, I'm just going to be disappointed. So what I'm trying to do is make sure that, you know, I'm not going to be disappointed when they don't come through. And then if they do fucking come through, I will be pleasantly surprised.
Exactly.
Is that so fucking wrong to feel that way? I don't think it is. I think I'd totally fucking be negative about what they're going to do because they've showed us nothing. They showed us nothing. They show us that they don't want to win. That's what they've showed me. They don't want to win. So why the fuck would I want to fucking goddamn rock? I mean, I'm going to rock with them regardless, but I'm going to laugh at them. Because they don't want to win. Because they're making me get laughed at. They're making you get laughed at. They're making all of us get laughed at.
I can't even wear my Raiders shit in public no more.
We show our face in an NFL forum and they fucking laugh at us because of who we rep. I DoorDash when I'm not fucking doing my other job. And when I show up in my Raiders gear and they're all sitting there in their other shit, I get laughed at. You know what I mean? I'm fucking sick.
And it don't even matter what team fans it is because everybody's better than us.
Exactly. I'm sick of it. And then when we get around each other, all we hear is this. God damn it, why the fuck did he do that? What the fuck was he doing there? Fuck, we just gave up another touchdown. God damn it, Gino. I think I've heard that at least 1,000 times this year. So it is what it is. It's just until this team finally gets it, we're going to suffer.
I don't see that being anytime soon.
Some of us don't deserve this shit. Some of us do, though, because they wanted all this shit blowed up. So you get what you deserve. You know what I mean? But some of us don't deserve this shit. You know?
I want my quarterback back.
Right here in front of you.
I want my quarterback back.
Shit, I want my quarterback back too, but he's gone. He did say that he would come back and retire as a Raider. He's going to sign a one-day contract, maybe one day, because he hasn't actually fully retired yet. He hasn't announced his. He said he was going to retire, but he hasn't fully retired yet. I think he's waiting until he's fully healed, and I think he's also waiting on a one-day contract from the Raiders.
Now watch these idiots. They'll botch that too. Watch.
Bro, I would give anything for that dude to scoot back up and take at least one more fucking game. Just give us one more game.
Not with this offensive line, bro. He gonna fuck around and be paralyzed. Come back for one game and then can't walk no more. That'd be some fucked up shit.
Fucking come back from one fucking game and get Reggie Raid, dude. Get totally Reggie Raid. You can't win the game without Reggie Ray. But can he play? I don't even think he can move. I didn't ask that. God damn it.
Shit.
Yeah, it's such a fucking great movie. But fuck, I swear that's exactly what we would do to anybody. Like anybody who gets behind center, I commend you. Because it's got to be a scary place back there. You got a bunch of sloths on the offensive line. Motherfuckers don't even know which way to block or who to block.
Running into each other.
Yeah, like we are the bad news bears of fucking NFL football. And it's just so it's so apparent. It's so bad.
I seen this shit in week 2. I seen these motherfuckers trying to run block and they fucking ran into each other. I said it's gonna be a long fucking year, bro.
Oh God.
I knew it early in the season. This is gonna be a long year.
I didn't want to believe it, but I think we all knew it. I think everybody, and most of everybody in our chat, man, y'all show up. You guys show up week in, week out. And we do thank you guys for coming in, even though that we are so inconsistent. But I mean, hey, we just want y'all to be, we just want y'all to be used to us. I mean, it's just like our football team. They're inconsistent as fuck. So why would we want to be any different? Make you used to.
You're lucky you're getting a show at all, bro.
Yeah, I mean, because let's be real. How many people are actually out there doing weekly shows? Still. There's very few of us left. You know what I'm saying? There's very few of us left. And I don't hate them for that. I don't hate anybody for not wanting to do a show because I feel that shit too. Shit's painful. Having to come on here week in and week out and try to pinpoint where it all went wrong.
Try to find some kind of fucking sunshine in a closet of darkness.
My worst nightmare has come true. I'm applauding first downs again.
You said that shit 2 years ago. He's like, I just don't want to get to the point where we're applauding first downs again. And look where we are.
Yeah. My worst
You said that 2 years ago.
Yeah. It's kind of funny because I kind of saw the writing on the wall. I already knew, bro, like Derek Carr, the player, wasn't as important as Derek Carr, the leader. Derek Carr, the leader, made those other players just with his aura and his presence, play better and
We
want
were
to play
never
better.
out of it with DC. Never.
And it was because of how he motivated that team. You know what would be fucking cool? And we'll go ahead and end it with this. But what if that motherfucker retires a Raider and then becomes a coach? I see it in him.
He got a great offensive mind.
That motherfucker would look good in a silver and black polo, don't you think?
Yo,
He already does.
He's been studying the offensive playbook since he was like 3 years old.
Yep. Go back over there and go watch his homegrown channel with his brother David. They actually give some real good insight. And not only that, but watch his mannerisms. Got Coach written all over him. And he looks like Coach Gruden. No shit. He does. He talks, acts just like Coach Gruden. I think that's what we don't need actually Coach Gruden. We need a better version and a younger version of a guy who's just that damn hungry and also knows what it's like to dig deep, to be the leader and be able to bring his team to the promised land. And why not do it as a coach? If DC was to ever become a head coach, I would be fucking all over it, bro. All over that shit. I think that guy, that's what I'm talking about, a player's coach. You know what I mean? Somebody who can motivate their players. A dude like, I know that he's got a lot of fucking flack on him right now, but Mike McDaniel is one of those players' coaches. You know what I mean? He brings the best out of his players. I think
Andy Reid is a player's coach.
Andy Reid's a player's coach. Absolutely. It took him a little while to finally get his feet wet. And he really wasn't a bad coach when he was a Philadelphia Eagles coach. He just could never get above the hump.
Oh, I would love to see this on live. I would love to see it on live, bro. I would love to see that meltdown if Derek Carr became the head coach.
I would love to see Derek Carr at least become a coach somewhere. Because I still believe that his career fell short. It fell short due to injury because us nor the fucking Saints could ever take care of him. We were always real good getting Derek Carr lit up, and so were the Saints. The Saints got him lit up all the time.
Yep.
He ended his career short. Well, everybody knows that your best coaches are former players.
Oh, most definitely.
Most fucking definitely. Why not, DC? Why not?
I'd be on board.
Shit, Cliff Kingsbury, does anybody remember him as a player?
Nope.
He sucked. He was terrible. He
was in Arizona, huh? As a backup quarterback.
Arizona and Cincinnati. Yeah, he was a backup.
The third backup.
Yeah, that dude had like a fucking, but he has a coach's mind. You know what I mean? Like, some people don't have the physical attributes to be able to play the sport efficiently.
But they understand the game.
But they understand the game real damn well. That's your Cliff Kingsbury's. You know what I mean? Former players, your Frank Reichs. Even though Frank Reich didn't really do shit as a coach, he was smart enough to get a head coaching job.
Yeah.
You know? That says something. So, I mean, either way you look at it, I'm going to end on that damn note. Remember, this is the Raider Critique. You're not getting no intros and no outros for the rest of the season because this team don't deserve it. But we tell the truth with intensity. We don't drink the corporate Kool-Aid. And we call it like we see it. This fucking football team is absolute fucking trash. La basura. Fucking trash. Until we fix it, well, hey, well, there's always, I don't know. We could always take up golf.
Basketball season's here.
Basketball season's here. I guess we could take up watching basketball. I don't know, man. I don't watch basketball. But I guess this is why a lot of people watch college football, because then at least they got one good team to root for. No, I'd rather be depressed. I'm going to wear silver and black no matter what. That's it. But fuck this team, bro. Fuck this team. Thank you guys for breaking my heart, you motherfuckers.
We'll see you guys again after the Cowboys game. We'll look for us on the Wednesday following the game, like the 19th.
Yep.
Till then, y'all have a good night.
The 19th is my son's birthday, so we'll probably be doing that on the 18th.
We'll do it on the 18th.
Yeah, we'll do it on the 18th because the 19th is my son's birthday, November. And then when we do a show here within the next couple weeks, it'll be from a special location. And so stay tuned for that, y'all. And we will see you on the flip side. Everybody knows it's Raider Nation for life. Commitment to excellence. All right, now, let's commit to getting first downs and not getting our punts blocked. Fucking bums.